So now it is the third video. So we are going to see the topic. Earlier we have seen comparing values and visualizing dates and times. Now we are going to see the next thing in the fifth experiment is that relating relating parts of the data to the whole. I hope you understood. Like there will be whole set of data and how much percentage is this data. For example, I'm having a memory, like I'm having a external hard disk of 1 TB, 1 terabyte, and I want to know how much percentage of videos is consumed. How much percentage of that 1 TB is consumed by the videos in my hard disk, or else total energy produced in a place. So how much is the percentage of energy produced by the electric energies? So in the record, you can read that in the lab manual. So that is relating parts of the data to the whole. So in that we are seeing first one is stacked bar charts. This we have already seen, but the stacked bar chart is used for this purpose, relating parts of the data to the whole. Then next one is tree maps. Then next one is area chart. Then comes the pie chart. Pie chart and all, I hope everyone knows. So these are the four types of charts that we are going to see now. So first let's start with stacked bar chart. That stacked bar chart we already have seen in the previous video. I have already shown you and I've told you the drawback of that. Once again, let's see that. So number of patients visits I'm taking and department I'm taking. Okay, so this is the number of patients visited in each department. So now I'm taking hospital branch. I want to know each branch. Okay, each branch details. I'm taking hospital branch to color. Understood? So this is one type of stacked bar chart. So this is one type of this is actually stacked bar chart. See the the number of patients visited in the southern side is shown. Then the number of patients visited in the eastern side. Then the number of patients visited in the central side. So instead of hospital branch, I'm removing that. I want to take, there is one field, if you check here, patient risk profile. That is number of patients that are in the risk profile. In every hospital, there will be patients who are at high risk and patients who are at low risk. So that is given in this field. So that field I'm taking to the color. So now orange color indicates patients at low risk and blue color indicates patients at high risk. So let's make it sorting. So this is general surgery department. Here number of patients visited is 742. Out of that we are not having a count. If you use the text label, you can see that 742 patients are at risk in general surgery department and 389 are at high risk and 742 are at low risk. But these are absolute values, but we don't first of all, the drawback of stacked bar charts I already told you. See, this patients at low risk, we can easily understand this is 742 from this XY axis. But patients at high risk, we don't know like how many patients are that. These are the total number of patients visited. This is 342 and this is 389. So out of this whole bar indicates the total number of patients visited in general surgery. Out of that, 742 is in low risk and 389 is in high risk. But if we are not using the label, it's not easy for us to identify, right? So that is the drawback of bar chart. So anyway, I'm using this text label. So now, along with this, it will be nice if I am able to see the part of the whole. See, I want to see it in percentage view. Okay. Now here you can see that it is the just the absolute count. So what I'm going to do is I am going to duplicate the same view once again. For that, you click here, press the control key in the keyboard, then again put one. Once again I am doing. Understood now? Just click control key on the keyboard, then drag it here. That means you are duplicating that value. Okay. Similar way you do. Now you remove the label from here just for namesake. After some time we'll again take it. So now this is the patients at low risk and high risk. So this I want to this side I want to see it as a percentage view. Okay. So this side we are getting the count, and this side I want the percentage. So for that, this view is given by this field. So click on there, click on add table calculation or quick table calculation, and select percentage of total. We want to know the percentage. Now, if you see the x-axis, percentage of total number of patient visits. Now nothing will be shown. Now again click there itself. Again go to there and compute using. Click the option compute using patient risk profile. So now what you got? Now use the label. So now you got the total percentage. See, out of the 100 percentage, out of the general surgery, totally how many people came? The total of 742 plus 389. That is 100%. Out of that 100%, 65% people are out of risk and 34% people are in risk. If you check the ICU department, okay, if you check the ICU department, see, almost 50 percentage people are in low risk, but half of that, like or 49.59, that is almost 50% people are at risk in ICU department. So this is giving us the in you can see the color and check if you want to high. For high I'm giving orange, for low I'm giving light color, so that it will be easily understandable. And here we can give one border also. I think this is the view will be in your records. If you want to see low first, then high, then like that also you can see. So this is basically the stacked bar chart. Okay. This is showing the percentage of total number of patient visits. So out of this, actually this is stacked bar chart, and this is our topic, that is relating parts to the whole. I showed you here now. Relating parts of the data to the whole. So out of this 100 percentage, out of the 100 percentage, 34 percentage in cardiology department are at high risk, 65 percentage are at low risk. Understood now? So this is stacked bar chart. Now let's go to, so here you can give the sheet name as patients at risk or something like that for your understanding, basic understanding. And here you can give it as sheet names as stacked bar. Okay. Now let's go to tree maps. Click new sheet. Actually, tree map is uh, okay, so tree map is actually a non-Cartesian chart type. Okay, non-Cartesian chart type means if whatever charts we are creating, we need an x-axis and a y-axis, right? For example, we need rows and columns. Here full of rows, here full of columns. So such type of charts is called as Cartesian chart types, and tree maps comes under non-Cartesian chart types. That means it don't want this x and y axis. Okay, without x and y axis, we are creating chart types. Tree map for sorry, tree maps. So if you click show me, here now it is disabled. Each and every graph you can see here. So this is tree maps where I'm pointing. You can see under that it is written for tree maps, try one or more dimensions, one or two measures. So this is basically tree maps. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, and one more thing to note is that if you have a hierarchy of data, tree map will be very like tree map is the efficient chart type that you can use to visualize hierarchical data. Hierarchical data in the sense, uh, for example, in this hospital data set, you have department type first. First hierarchy is department type. If I take department type, you can see there is general department. It's a type of department. Okay, it's not the department names. Department is there one more field. I'm talking about department type. So this is the first hierarchy. There is general type, there is intensive care type, there are labs, there are specialties. Okay. So if you have cold and cough, you will go to general type only, general department type. And if you are a patient with accident something, you will be going to intensive care. And if you're going for some testing, you will be going to labs. And if you are particularly you want to see some specialist doctor, like for example, if you have some skin allergy, you will be going to dermatologist. So these are the different type of department types in a hospital. Okay. So I'll remove this. Now I will show you the department. So this is the departments. Okay, so anesthesia, cardiology. This cardiology and all will comes under specialty, I think so. Gastroenterology, general surgery, hematology, ICU, neonatal. So let's see which department and which like I'll take the department type. So see, anesthesia is comes under specialty type. Cardiology is also specialty. Diagnostic imaging, it's under lab. ER is emergency room. If you have something, if you got some wound or accident, then you'll be going to ER, emergency room. Gastroenterology, it's specialty. General surgery is general. ICU, we all know it is intensive care. And also neonatal. Neonatal, as I previously told, it is a newborn babies department. So that also comes under intensive care. Okay. The newborn babies, I think they will be kept there. So this is the hierarchy. First, the department type. Inside each type, each department will come. Okay. I just want to tell that, and also one more thing. In each department type, there are several departments. In each department, there are several doctors. Under each doctor, there are several patients. So it's like a hierarchy, right? First department type. In ICU type, there are two. In sorry for example, in intensive care type, there are two departments, that is ICU and neonatal. And in ICU as well as neonatal, there are different doctors, and under different doctors, there are different patients, right? So this is a hierarchy. So for showing this hierarchy of data, we are using tree maps. And tree map is not having X and Y axis. I hope it's clear. I'm explaining too much. Your time will be wasted. So let's create one thing. So I'm going taking department, just clicking department. Similar to when we created bullet chart, we were just clicking and clicking on show me. So similarly, just click on department. At the same time, I need one measure also. So click on the control key in the keyboard and click uh, number of patients visited. Okay, number of patients visited and the department, and click on show me. And now this tree map is enabled. Before it was disabled. Now click on tree maps. Now one tree map is generated. Okay. Now one tree map is generated, like almost now it is colored according to the number of patients. Low color means less number of patients, and more color means more number of patients in general surgery. But instead, I'm removing this number of patients from colors. I'm removing it from here. And I want to add department to, I want to see different departments in different colors. So I'm pressing Control key and taking this to colors. Okay. So now what happened? Different departments we can see under different colors. That is anesthesia will comes under blue color. Then neurology will comes under red color. Okay, light green color. This is general surgery department. If you hover also, you can see. Now this is just one hierarchy. That is this whole big rectangle. Actually, tree map is a series of rectangles. Okay, this whole big rectangle is showing the departments. Okay, and the part parts of the whole. Whole is department. So this is general surgery. This is diagnostic imaging, like that. I hope it's understood for everyone. Now tree map is actually generated. This is only the tree map. If you use the text label, you can see the count of number of patients visited. But I'm going to add next hierarchy to the detail, that is doctor, because in each department there will be different doctors, right? In each department, when we go to neurology department, many doctors will be there in one hospital. So I'm taking doctors to details. So now what happened? So, this green color indicates full general surgery. In that itself, if you hover here, you see Crusher. One doctor's name is Beverly Crusher. Here, if you see Leonard McCoy. Here, if you see Robert Picardo. So, under this department, there are several doctors. One, two, three, four, five, six doctors. In cardiology department, blue color, there are three doctors. Okay, I hope you understood. So, that is what is showing here. Now I'm going to select the next hierarchy, that is the patient. Okay, here I'm taking dimension patient. Patient I'm taking to details. So now what happened? Under each doctor, see this earlier I show you, this was Robert Picardo under general surgery. This is the Robert Picardo doctor. Under him there are several patients. Okay, there are several patients. Hmm? And also one more thing. Number of patients visit. No, actually, one more thing was there. Okay, actually, what I had a one confusion is that if you see every rectangle is showing of same size. Actually, I wanted to show you different thing. We took number of patients actually here. Instead of number of patients, I'm removing that. Instead of number of patients, I'm taking the duration or the days in hospital. Maybe in yours, it will be days in the hospital. Days in the hospital, I'm taking to size. Now the rectangle size has changed, na? Because this patient, he stayed for that many days duration in the hospital, and this patient stayed for this many days, and this patient stayed for 17 days. So according to the number of days they stayed in the hospital, the rectangle size is increasing each patient's. Okay, I hope you understood. So this full is a department. This full rectangle shows different departments. This yellow color shows yellow color shows ICU, green color shows general surgery, blue color shows cardiology, and inside each department, like let us put border. So I put border. Now each block is indicating each doctors in each department, and inside that, under each doctor, there are several patients. Now this is symbol tree map. Now if I choose department type to filter, or else I'll click show filter for department time. So in the legend card, all department types, see, all department types is coming here. If I am removing everything and I only want intensive care, under intensive care there is ICU and neonatal. This is what I told earlier. Under intensive care type department, there are two departments, ICU and as well as neonatal. And under ICU itself, there are only two doctors, Jonas Salk and Edward Jenner. This whole patients are for this Jonas Salk, and so more patients for this doctor and less patients for this doctor. And neonatal, also two doctors, Albert and Maria. So two doctors, less patients also. Less patients means patients will be babies here. And if I'm taking specialty, so under specialty, earlier it was labs, intensive care, it was ICU and neonatal. Now specialty, anesthesia, cardiology, neurology, and urology came. So these are the different doctors. In cardiology, there are one, two, three doctors. I hope you understood. So this is tree maps. Okay. So you can give the sheet here as Three maps. I hope it is understood. The time is taking too much. You will be bored, I know. You will be thinking why I am extending so much. So once I start explaining, I'll take too much time. So I'll go to next one, that is area chart. So in area chart, everyone knows that if we draw one line, two lines, and if we fill the color in between, it will become an area chart, right? So I wanted to know the, so I'm taking date of admit and number of patients visit again. So these are like parts of the whole we are taking now. So we got this one. So I'm taking the month part of that. So this is basically the number of patients visited in each month. Okay. So now I'm taking branch hospital branch to color. So basically what is this? Red lines indicate south, then east, then central. So this is the line graph everyone knows. So this is the number of patients visited in over a year, and this will be the aggregated value. See, 108 in January for the south branch means both year 2018 and 17 aggregated. Okay. So now if in the marks card, if you see, I'm choosing area. If I'm choosing, this will become the area chart. Okay, everyone understood now? And when you notice, the size is disabled here because in area chart there is no role for the size field. That's why it is disabled. Okay. So I hope it's understood. Area chart is very easy. Everyone can create and check. Okay. This is area chart. Then coming to next one is, so just give the name area chart. Then coming to pie chart. Pie chart is the best visualization for part of the whole. Okay, here in the marks card, if you click here, you can see pie, right? So I'm going to see the revenue generated by each branch. So I need revenue, obviously, and I need a branch also. So branch I'm taking to color. So we have three different branches, central, east, and south. Now I want to see it as a pie graph. I can't make it as the entire view. Should I have made it entire view? I made it actually. Don't know. So this is equally divided now. This is three branches showing central, east, and south. Now I'm taking where revenue generated, where I'm taking to the angle I'm taking. See, when we clicked this from automatic to pi, one extra field came here. I don't know whether you noticed. One angle came here. Till now it was not there. If I am selecting line graph, it will not be there. If I'm selecting pi only, it is there angle. So I'm taking revenue to angle. Okay. Now it is showing according to the revenue. If you click that label, the most revenue is generated at the central region. Okay. And then in the east region, then in the south region. So I want to see it as percentage. I don't want to see it like this. So similar to what we did in stacked bar chart, we will do a small calculation here also. Uh, we'll click here in the sum revenue because I don't want to see it as count. I want to see it as percentage. How much percentage? See, if the revenue generated by this hospital group is 100 percentage, out of that, how much percentage is generated by this central region? I want to know. Okay. So click on the sum of revenue, take quick table calculation, percentage of total. So now what happened? 51 percentage is generated by the central region and very less generated by the southern region. This is the pie chart. Understood, everyone? So that's it. And branch also, from by pressing control key you can take to the label. So sorry, by pressing the control key take to the label. So branch also will be written. So now everything is written, labeled and marked. So this is the pie chart. Now we have covered what and all. From first video we have covered bullet chart, bar and bar chart, highlighting category of interest. All that comes under comparing values. Okay. Then comes visualizing date and times. Under that comes the date part, the date value, heat map and Gantt chart. Then comes the relating parts of the data to the whole. Under that comes the stacked bar chart, tree maps, area chart and pie chart. Hope it's clear. Thank you guys. Learn well, practice in your Tableau.